Okay, I think everybody on here knows who I am. I'm Monica, manager of the troop engagement team here at Girl Scouts Kansas Heartland, and I think I've met pretty much everybody on here, which is pretty exciting. Thanks for being on tonight. Um, just real quick, just open it up if anybody wants to throw out anything awesome and amazing that they walked away from Ignite. I know we have several of you that attended the Ignite session a couple weeks ago. Just want to know if there's anybody who wants to share anything.
I thought it was really cool to listen to the trafficking the trafficking, like the child and adult trafficking that goes on. That was a cool speech. The traditions class was kind of informative too. I liked that a lot.
Wonderful. Well, we sure had a good time, and I'm glad that those of you that were able to come were there. And we'll be hosting again next year. I think Michelle already shared date and time with those that were at the event. And I believe it's I didn't bring the calendar here. Let me give you the date right away. People like to put things on the calendar out that far. I do anyway. I believe it is the 5th, 6th, and 7th of June next year. So, if you're inclined and want to join us, put that on your calendar now and plan to attend. So, all right. Alyssa's saying it was a blast to meet other troop leaders. That's what it's about. It's an opportunity for you to be able to come and network, learn from other people. We've got seasoned volunteers that have been here for a while and have lots of experience, and we've got brand new volunteers that are bringing new insights and new thoughts, and it's just a great opportunity for everybody involved, and you get to play and have fun and be away from kids, and we feed you, and I mean, it's just pretty awesome all the way around. So love to see you all. Put that on your calendar and plan to come and join us next year. So it was a really great learning experience and had a lot of fun. There's some chat going on if you guys want to jump in there. Thanks, Megan, and thanks again for those that attend. So, and those that didn't come, we missed you. We would love to have you come. All right, we're going to jump right in here. We've got quite a few things happening. We've got our summer camp in full gear. They've had some weather issues, and oh, I love that, Peggy. We had mosquitoes on steroids. Oh, they were huge. One of them flew in the car when I first got there, and I thought it was a bird. Yeah, they were huge this year. That's a funny one. Um, so the camp has been going. They had some weather last week. I think that was Thursday or Friday. We had to cancel camp because things were kind of icky out there. But our staff is amazing, and they roll with the punches, and they find a way to make sure that all the girls are having a good time. And if you've not registered for camps for your girls this year, highly recommend you get out your Spark magazine, see what's coming. There's several across the state. We've got a few mentioned here. The Imagination Camp deadline is actually today. There's a Wicked Fun Camp coming up. Welcome to the Jungle. That one is deadline July 7. That'll be right after the holidays. So if that's something you're interested in, you might want to get that out of the way before you get busy and you're exhausted from July 4th weekend. Strawberry Shortcake Camp, that just sounds like a great dessert to me. I think I should be there. Um, our Service Unit 79, they host the Harriet Potter Prefect and Harriet Potter Camp. Those are both overnights. One is July 10 through the 13th. The other one is July 11 through 13th. That deadline's next Monday. We have a Rockin' It Old School, which is out in the Garden City area. That is also 2 overnight. June 30th is the deadline for that one. We've got a She and Me lock-in, which is in the Concordia up north area. I may have the wrong town, but I believe it's the Concordia area, July 26, 27. That deadline's the 14th. Didn't have enough room to throw them all on here, but I did throw some others over here. There's a Wichita State University nursing boot camp. So if you've got some older girls that are interested in, taking on nursing as a career, this would be a great camp for them to attend and, see if that's what's really, if that's what they're going to fancy when they get out of school. So, I think there's also several at Cowtown that are coming up. So just get your Spark magazine out. I know everybody got it out back in the winter and wanted to get a jump start on what was happening. And now that we're here in the middle of summer, we still have openings. We still have things going on. And this is just kind of a quick rundown of some of the things that have happened. I know next week or 2 weeks from now, we've got an older girl group that's going to Omaha, Nebraska, and they're going to go tanking. And I don't know what all they have planned, but the tanking part is something that I did a few years ago, and it is just an absolute blast. I hope the girls enjoy it as much as this old lady enjoyed it. It was so much fun. So lots of things happen in there. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is our Girl Scouts Love the Outdoors Challenge. This is a patch program that GSUSA has promoted every summer for I think the last 3 at least. And there is a list of, I think there's like 30 or 50 different types of things that the girls can participate in. And they can go out and, just one second here. They can go out and choose. There's several, I've lost my complete train of thought. There's several different requirements for you to choose from, and or things that you can do so that they can earn that patch. It's as simple as laying on a blanket and looking at the clouds, or listening to the birds sing. Just very simple things, but they complete several of those tasks, and then they are eligible to purchase the patch. So that'd be something that I'd recommend you go out, print the requirements, give it to the parents, and let them take it and do it with their girls, and let you know that, hey, yeah, we completed this and the girl needs a patch now. Or if you are still having troop, do it as a troop project. But it is something that I think would be a great family project. Gets everybody outdoors, gets everybody excited about getting the girl a patch. So you can just go to girlscouts.org and search Love the Outdoors, and it'll pull up that activity sheet. And then there you can purchase a shop from our local shop, or go online. Either way you go. Okay. Early renewal shirts. So our early renewal shirts arrived, and they are bright pink t-shirts. They're really draw some attention. They're membership and troop engagement specialists have been working to get those sorted and distributed out. A lot of the distribution is happening with the troop leader. So that means you, as a troop leader, might have received a phone call and you've been asked to either stop by and pick it up, or arrangements have been made for you to have them brought to you by TE staff. Maybe you picked it up at Ignite, whatever it may have been. If you've already got your shirts, please get them to the girls soon. Don't let them sit in the corner. Don't let them draw some, you know, dust from the wind that's been blowing the last couple days. Get them out. Let the girls wear them. Let's get them on their person. They earned these by renewing, and honestly, they help to promote who we are, and we want the girls to wear them and be proud that they are Girl Scouts. So make sure that you're getting those distributed. If you've not seen your early renewal shirt yet, and you're a co-leader or a parent, and I'd highly recommend you pick up the phone, call the troop leader and say, hey, where's our shirts? If you're a troop leader and you've not picked them up, let's get that arrangement made so that we can get those out of the offices and into the hands and onto the bodies of the girls. So anybody have any questions about that? Okay.
So I have a question. Down in
Okay.
Southeast Kansas, I was in Wichita just now, but the office was closed. There was no way I could get them. When can we get those?
Okay. Reach out to Angela Cheever. Yeah, reach out to Angela and see if she's got a travel path coming that direction. If you've got somebody in your community that's driving to Wichita, have them drop by and pick them up. I think a lot of the Service Unit 86 might be with Angela, actually. So are you the main troop leader?
Yes.
Okay. Have you received information from either Angela or Amy Versch?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Double check your emails and see if there's anything in there, or send an email over to us at info@gskh.org, and we'll get in touch with you.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you to everybody who's already, taken care of that, and for all of you for distributing them for us. It's a great help to us, and we appreciate that. The other thing that is part of our early renewal is the Midnight Madness. It's going to be at the Wichita Sports Forum AV8 Extreme Air Sports facility there in Wichita. Any girls who renew their membership for the 2026 year by July 21st can participate in this Midnight Madness. So it'll be $25 per person. Girls and their families can come and enjoy all the things, the trampolines, the basketball, volleyball, yard games, all the stuff. Adults who choose not to participate can receive a discount of $10. Then Midnight Madness is sure to be an awesome exclusive event, meaning that it's only going to be our Girl Scout families there. And so make sure that you are getting those girls renewed. The other thing that comes into this, and I just want to put a plug in here, if you're a troop that generally pays for renewal for girls, we have a call-a-thon that we do at this time of the year every year, where we reach out to those girls who have not renewed yet, and we let them know if there are if they have program credits, and let them know, we could go ahead and get you renewed now using your program credits. But if the troop pays for those memberships, it's really important that you get them renewed like in the next couple of days, so that we don't call the parents and the girls and ask them to renew using their program credits. So kind of keep that in mind. And if the troop's paying for it, let's get them taken care of and renewed. And you can call in and talk to one of our membership specialists, Regina or Gretchen, or Amy, and we can get get those girls renewed using troop funds. So give us a call if that's the case so that we are not pestering those parents, so our caregivers, okay? Any questions on that? Right. Next, we have, we've talked about this the last couple of Sparks. GSUSA has a program called Get Ready with Girl Scouts, and that was a spring recruitment, but they have extended this promotion out to July 31st. And so what we're doing is asking if you know of any girls who are in kindergarten or first grade this fall, be sure that you're encouraging them to come and find out about Girl Scouts and join us. If they join, they're going to receive 3 activity books. Those books are fun, filled with school readiness type activities. So they also kind of give them an introduction into the adventures that they're going to get when they become a Girl Scout. So invite the little people that you know to become Girl Scouts, and they get these really cute little books, and there's also a little, I think, some sun catcher gift that they get as well. So we just really like to have them come and join us, and we're excited that GSUSA is doing this for our littles. So. Also, another thing that we've been doing with our little girls, Daisies, Brownies, and now multi-level troops, is that we have the Girl Scout Experience box. This last year, we did it with our Daisy troops. We are now able to extend that to Daisy, Brownie, or multi-level troops. So any Daisy, Brownie, or multi-level troop that has at least 4 first-year daisies or 4 first-year brownies, or 4 of each if you're multi-level, or just 4 brownies or just 4 daisies in a multi-level. This is a monthly subscription box. It's going to arrive at the door of the troop leader, and it provides materials for up to 2 troop meetings. I've got a little video here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, because when I set this up, I don't know if it will let you hear it. So I'm going to play it and we're going to see. Do you hear it? I need somebody to say yes or no, because I can't see y'all.
No.
Nope, we don't hear it. Nothing. Okay. Then I'm not going to share it here, but it will be shared on the one that is posted. So I'll make sure that your volume is out there. But I'm going to just kind of show it here. It's comes a box. It's got all of these supplies in there. It's got markers and scissors, and then it will list all of the different things that you need, such as, handouts or things you need to cut out or whatever it may be to make that particular troop meeting happen. And I highly recommend that you promote Daisy and Brownie troops to start in your area so that they can get this. Do we have anybody that wants to tell what that they've got the box and had any success with it? Anybody out there get the box? I'm looking. Nope, nobody's getting the box yet. Okay. All right. So if you, like I say, if you had a multi-level troop and you had 3 girls, okay, that bridged up to brownies, so you had 3 little first grade daisies, and they're bridging up to brownies here in the fall. If we get 1 more brownie to join your troop, then you're eligible for that Girl Scout Experience box. So I know that several of our staff have been chatting about that. I believe Bobby Jennings has reached out to those that had girls that were bridging up to Brownie and had conversations with many of you to let you know how close we were to getting that Girl Scout Experience box. So if you think you're eligible and you are interested in the box, again, send that over to info@gskh, and we will do some double checking and see where we're at, and hopefully get you the Girl Scout Experience box. So next is our Girl Scout shop. Rhonda wanted me to share a little bit of news coming out that goes into effect July 14. So you have a couple of weeks as everything else in the country. There is a price increase that's happening. Uniform components are going to be affected. We have not had a price increase for a while on some of these items, but if you're interested in purchasing new uniforms or apparel, now is the time to do that. Highly recommend you get in there and get that done. Badge prices are not increasing, but the uniform components are. So she wanted you all to be aware of that and make sure that you had a little bit of time to give us a call, place your order, whatever it may be. She gave a little bit of an detail about what was happening, just as seen across the country. Again, we're dealing with inflation just like everything else, the tariffs. So badges won't be affected. The daisy petals will be because they are imported, and GSUSA is going to share the cost with councils. It's GSUSA has absorbed most of that increased cost, but they can't fully do that going forward. So it was a difficult decision to make, but this is where we're at. So just wanted you to be aware that we were having some price increase. I can't tell you what that increase was or what the things are going to cost. But if you have questions related to that, again, give Rhonda a call or any of the customer care team, and they can direct you to the right information. Okay. Troop finance reports. Troop finance reports are past due. That means they're done. I mean, they should have been turned in. So if you have not submitted your troop finance report, it is a requirement that every troop does this every year, regardless of whether you started in April or last May. There needs to be a finance report completed. If you don't have a troop checking account yet, then that means you'll want to submit an info@gskh and let us know. We haven't got a checking account started, and therefore I need to know what I need to do with my troop finance report. We call it a TFR. So Girl Scouts is notorious for using a lot of acronyms, and so you hear the TFR, that's what we're talking about, is a troop finance report. They were due June 15, so you're not too late yet, but the product program team is working on those audits and helping to reach out to you, help you through that process. And they are preparing to close bank accounts for those troops that are not fulfilled the obligation to get that done. So if you have not submitted it, you know who you are, and watch your emails for information and then get it submitted as soon as you can. This year, the Troop Finance Report is going to require that you submit a copy of your May 2024, December 2024, and April 2025 bank statements. And they have to be attached to the TFR. And then to complete your Troop Finance Report, you go to your volunteer toolkit and you click on the Finances tab. And that's where you'll find the report or the form that you need to fill out. If you have any difficulty with that, again, reach out to your product program staff member or a troop engagement staff, and we'll be glad to help get you where you need to be on that. Rolinda, would you like to chat about this one?
I would be happy to chat about this one.
Wonderful.
Okay, Thursday, which is this week, this Thursday, we have our Cookies on Tap event. It is our 5th annual, and it is a 21 and over event. So none of our girls, youth who will be there. So it's only adults. And this is a fun event where we pair local brews and ciders with hard ciders with Girl Scout cookies. So it is fun. I rescued the cookies today from the office since we've had no air conditioning, and they're over in my house now to keep a little bit cooler. So it is a fun event. Tickets are available online. They're $40. You may also attend at the door if we haven't sold out by Thursday. So I do encourage you to actually go online and get your tickets now, though. You get a pint glass and tastings throughout. And so we also have non-alcoholic drinks as well. There is a non-alcoholic beverage plus tea and water available. So it's a fun time. There was a question about parking. So our event is from 5 to 8, which does assist with parking in the area. There's other events that are happening a little bit later in the area as well over at Intrust Bank Arena. But you should have on-street parking available, and then there are some additional lots that are nearby. Is there any other chats that I missed on that?
Now I'm answering a few questions out here. We had one question related to the Girl Scout Experience box. Wanted to know when the first box mails, and that is shipping out in August. We have a question of where online are the tickets for Cookies on Tap?
So under our events, let me pull that up actually quickly to give you the right spot. It is events and activities under special events, and then Cookies on Tap. You can see our sponsors, our vendors, and all the good things. So there is the link right there to purchase tickets.
Wonderful. And then what is the first tab? Discover?
On our website?
On our website.
Let me pull that back open. Yes. Discover, okay. Get involved, support us, but it's under the events and activities tab.
Wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to put that in here under the all right. And Alyssa had asked about uniform assistance if needed. And yes, we do still have uniform assistance available, and you can find the application under the Discover tab. on our website. There's for our financial assistance, we have campership, we have uniform assistance, and then also our membership assistance. So I think that's all the questions we have right now in the chat box. So I'm going to keep on going. Thank you, Rolinda. The next thing I have here is the Daisy Circle. Daisy Circle is a program that we have at Girl Scouts Kansas Heartland where you can individually or as a troop go out and say you want to make a $5 donation every month. It'll automatically come out of your checking account, savings account, whatever it may be that you put on there. You could do a one-time donation. You can do a monthly. Do we do others besides monthly? I think it's
there's two different
monthly.
areas, but Daisy's Circle is monthly.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. And so you have that option of what you want to do. And it's nice for the girls to also know that they're giving back to the council out of their troop account. So that's something that they could certainly decide to do, but they need to know about Daisy's Circle. So we're asking you to make sure you share that with them. And you go to our council website again on that and look under the support us section. Where's that support us? And you will be able to find more information there. All right. Other items we have. So GSUSA has come out with some new trainings on GS Learn, and this one I am so excited for. We have waited for this for a very long time. Multi-level troops, how do you lead them? We have a multi-level troop training. It is all the basics that you need. It takes approximately 15 minutes to complete, so it's not, all encompassing and have everything you need but it's got a lot of information in it. It's going to cover what is a multi-level troop, what are the benefits of that structure, strategies for how to plan and implement them, and tips for multi-level leaders. So highly recommend you go out and check out the leading multi-level troops training on GS Learn. And then while you're out there, you might as well go ahead and take our new field trips and travel training that they also came out with. I know that follow-up surveys from our Ignite, we had several people that were commenting they want more information on training. There was a travel training workshop, but not everybody gets to attend every workshop at Ignite. And so these folks that were commenting apparently weren't able to be in that training. So go out and watch this one. We heard you. We're going to make sure that we definitely offer a training like that again next year. I don't know that it's similar. The Ignite class was more probably local. What forms do we require? What do you need for first aid? All of those kinds of things. This particular course is probably going to be a little bit more overarching and cover maybe some of the bigger travel opportunities that you could go and do. It also talks about the travel progression. Do you want to take a Daisy on an international trip? Number one, you can't, but number two, they're not ready. So it's going to talk about those kinds of things as well. So, but definitely go check that one out also. I believe it's also about a 15-minute course. It's not real long. So we held our grand opening. I'm going to let Rolinda grab that one again. I'll let you talk about that a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you. I was so excited when we had our ribbon cutting for the Heartland Activity Center, which is our new building at Starwoods. It is 4,800 square feet, and we, as you can see in the picture, we had girls present as well as donors, volunteers, current and past folks with Girl Scouting, and it was quite wonderful. We even had people from the business community who joined us from like the Chamber of Commerce in Salina, as well as the one in Wichita. So it was very nice. We are able to utilize this building as our welcome area for camp. And as the girls are being dropped off, they can put their items inside. There is a restroom, so a single restroom, a very small office, and the rest is open space. And that allows us to have cookie warehouse there, plus all kinds of programming. So it's very utilitarian. It is, so it's not carpeted. We have, concrete floors and things like that, but it's pretty great.
Thanks. We are excited. It is really a nice building. I think it is sharp looking. It's nice looking sitting there. So very, very nice. Okay, thanks. Oh, I'll let you talk about this too right away.
Okay, that's perfect. July 1st is coming right around the corner. It's next week. And we have our deadline for applications to be a National Council delegate. And it is a wonderful opportunity to be involved at the governance level of Girl Scouting. And there are always a number of proposals that are put forward to the delegations all across all of Girl Scouting. And we have an opportunity to debate and select what things will we change or what things are we keeping the same. Maybe we don't pass a proposal or we do pass a proposal. And all of that is such an interesting process, and you are able to make that decision about Girl Scouting with about 1,000 other people as we come together and decide. So things you need to know. July 1st is the deadline for the application. The application is available on our website. And with the application, it includes the need for 2 letters of recommendation. And so all of the details are on that. The national session is slated for July of 26 in Washington, D.C. So that is where the meeting will be held. And the meeting is like a 3-day, excuse me, it's a 3-day process. And then it backs up to the national convention. So there's lots of activities that will be happening in Washington, D.C. around all of these events. There is a cost. I want to make sure that you know. The council pays for the first $2,000 of the cost. So there's a registration fee, the airfare, hotel, all of that kind of thing. And so what we always try to do is make the best use of all of our resources. And so, good flights and all of the kinds of things. So we try to be very diligent about that, but there is some additional cost. And the final is yet to be determined. It depends on how many days the delegation stays in Washington, D.C., what hotel we finally are accepted into, all of those kinds of things. But again, the council pays for the first $2,000. If there are any girls who are interested in applying, they are welcome to do that as long as they turn 14 years old by the date of election, which is November 1st of 25. So this coming November. And if there is a girl delegate, then she is able to utilize program credits as part of her payment for any of the costs. If you have questions, please let me know. We do have 5 delegate slots. Right now, we have received 2 applications. So,
And only got a week
we're
to get them
getting,
in.
I know. I know there's several people who are working on them, including myself. But anyway, that is available and it's great for adults as well as the youth. All
Wonderful.
right, turning it back to you.
Thank you, Rolinda. All right. Just wanted to extend an invitation on August 9. The Hayes Girl Scout office is having a National S'mores Day. It'll be from 11 to 1. We've got several activities that happen in our plaza parking lot. And so just wanted to extend that out. More information will be coming on that, but if you're interested in traveling to Hayes, get that on your calendar, August 9. The shop will be open and we will have a spin for a discount. So just wanted you to know about that. Oh, and I guess there's also a drawing for a 4-person tent. So Kansas State Fair. Every girl in the state of Kansas can participate and submit entries to the Kansas State Fair. This is something that Girl Scouts Kansas Heartland does not, take care of. We don't, do anything with the entries. It's all done through the Kansas State Fair. There's a manager for the exhibit, Kathy Dunn. You would reach out to her if you have any questions. The entries open May 1 and end August 1. And so you can go out and go to the Kansas State Fair website and find out more information. There's several entries. The girls actually, if they place, I believe they earn a stipend for first place, second place, third place ribbons. So if they've done something within Girl Scouting this year, or even outside of Girl Scouting, if they are in a woods class at school and they've completed something and they want to submit it as to the Girl Scout exhibit, they can certainly do so. So we want to recognize those girls out there who are doing great things. And this is a great visual opportunity for us as a council as well to have our Girl Scouts represented where loads of people walk through those exhibits every day. So encourage the girls to do that. Also want you to get this on your calendar, so save the date. November 1st is the annual meeting and volunteer recognition breakfast. I don't have a lot of details other than that to give you today, but I know that more information is coming out on that, and I just wanted you to have it on your calendars. And then our Volunteer Achievement Awards will be open August 1 for you to nominate folks that you believe have earned volunteer of the month. We do every month, but we also have volunteer of excellence. We've got the honor pin, the Juliet Gordon Lowe Achievement Award. There's a lot of different awards out there. You just have to go to our council website underneath the membership section, and there's a whole page dedicated to volunteer recognition, and it lists all of the different awards that are available and what the criteria is for those. Again, we'll talk about that more on our next scoop, and have a breakdown of what types of awards you can nominate. But you guys are all doing great things out there. Your assistant leaders are doing great things. Your cookie manager, the person who took the girls on a camping trip because you don't like to camp, but they took them, whatever it may be. Make sure that we're honoring those folks out there that are giving of their time and energy and have a great passion for Girl Scouting. So we want to recognize all of you. So just wanted to kind of get a little bit of a jump start on that and get you thinking that way before the nominations open on August 1. And that's all we have for our agenda this month. Does anybody have any questions, topics that we haven't covered, or topics that you'd like us to cover? We are open to that. We need to, get you what you need out of this meeting. Do you want more free dialogue time? Are you happy just listening and don't want to talk? Whatever it may be. Give us some suggestions if we need to do it in a different format. We're open to that as well. Just want to give our volunteers what they need and the information that they need from us. So, anybody have any questions? Right. Well, I will stay on for just a few minutes after if somebody does have something and they didn't want to ask. Oh, somebody have a question?
No, I just accidentally hit a video as I was going live. Thank you very much for all that you do, though. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So, let's see. We have, what do we know about the lip balm with the leash for the Cookie Awards? I don't know anything about it. I'm being really honest with you. But I will see Lisa check in the office tomorrow and I'll see if I know. Or Berlinda, do you know? Nope. Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they haven't arrived yet. So let me see if Lisa has an ETA on that. And before I get this posted tomorrow, I'll try to answer that question for you. Okay. Thanks for asking.
I did want to just to making sure that people knew that we were having some air conditioning challenges at the Wichita office. If it's not the heat in the winter, it's the air conditioning in the summer. So we also had a power outage and all kinds of things with these storms this last week. So we are still trying to recover from all of that. And most of our staff are working from home. So we are still answering emails and phone calls and all of that. It's just that we aren't necessarily at the office. So we did close a little bit early tonight. It was nearing 90 degrees in the building. So very warm. And we hope that we are getting it more resolution tomorrow. But anyway, I just wanted to apologize if anybody had been trying to stop by and pick up something. So.
And I will agree. I was there Friday and melted. Yeah, I'm so glad that we're working from home this week. So it was pretty warm in there. So
if you do happen to stop by and there are cars out in the parking lot, but the door happens to be closed or something, there is the doorbell, so you can ring that and sometimes we'll come up. And we are on our closed to customers week next week as well. So just as a reminder for that. Again, sometimes we are still there and you can ring the doorbell and and somebody will come out and help you. So
yes.
Anyway.
Very good. Now, we do have some staff, even though the office is closed next week, we do have some staff that will be working in the buildings or externally. And if they make a phone call and call you and they leave their extension, there's a reason they're giving you their extension, because the phones won't be answered next week. You will have to call and you will have to dial in that extension number. So pay attention to the voicemail. Don't delete it until you got the extension number. So anyhow, you can also, I think, search by name as well, but it's a lot easier to have that extension number. So. All right. Well, thank you all for giving of your time this evening and for all that you do in Girl Scouting. Again, we couldn't do all this without you. So you are very valuable people. Have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Monica, I have a question.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording here 1 second.